Good afternoon, this is Chris with Westside Technology Solutions. In today's video, I'm explaining pricing in regards to custom web applications. If you're considering developing a custom web application, one of the first questions that likely comes to mind is, what will this cost? Today, I'm here to break down the costs associated with developing a custom web app so you can plan your budget with confidence. First off, it's important to understand that the cost of developing a custom web application can vary widely. Why? Because no two projects are the same. Your needs, the complexity of the app, and the technologies involved all play a role in determining the final price tag. Let's break down the key factors that influence the cost. Number one, scope and complexity. The more complex your app, the more it's going to cost. A simple app with basic functionality like a blog or portfolio will be less expensive than a complex app with custom features, user roles, integrations, or even more. Think about which features are essential for your app and what might be nice to have but not necessary. Prioritizing features can help control costs, and features can always be added in later. Design and user experience. A visually stunning, highly interactive design requires more time and expertise to create, which can drive up costs. Some things to consider are custom designs, animations, and user testing all add to the cost. A well-designed user experience is crucial, but balancing aesthetics with functionality can help manage your budget. The timeline of your project and the size of the development team also can impact costs. A faster turnaround time typically requires more developers, which can increase the price. If you're working with a tight deadline, be prepared for higher costs. Alternatively, a more flexible timeline can allow for cost savings. The choice of technology, the tech stack, such as the programming languages, the frameworks, the third-party integrations, and more, also affect both the development process and the cost. More advanced or niche technologies might offer better performance or features, but they can also come at a higher cost. Discuss with your developer to choose the most cost-effective technology that meets your needs. Finally, maintenance and updates. Development doesn't always end when your app launches. Ongoing maintenance, updates, and scaling as your user base grows are all part of the cost equation. Here, you should be planning for long-term costs, including bug fixes, security updates, and potential feature expansions. So what can you expect in terms of numbers? It really depends where you go and what your project is. To give you a rough idea, a simple web application, something basic with minimal features, you might be looking at a range from $10,000 to $30,000. A more complex web app with user accounts, dashboards, some custom features could cost between $30,000 and $80,000. And then something like a complex or enterprise level application, very complex with multiple integrations, custom features, a large user base, could range from $80,000 to $150,000 or more. For me, I don't personally charge that much. Maybe not yet. And just as a disclaimer, remember, these are just rough estimates, not even my prices. These are just what I think you might get charged for it if you go to any given web development firm. The best way to get an accurate cost is to discuss your specific needs with your development team. So if I was going to buy a custom web app, this is what I would do to keep my prices down. The first thing I would do is I would define my MVP, or my minimum viable product. I would start listing out the core features that provide the most value and expand from there. This way I can launch faster and reduce initial costs. If there are things I want to add down the road, I can always do that. I'd also try to get some detailed quotes from multiple developers. This would give me a clearer picture of what different teams are offering, and it would help me decide what's best for my budget. Finally, I'd definitely be sure to plan for the future. I'd consider my long-term goals and ensure that my app's architecture can scale with my business, as well as the features. It's much more cost-effective to plan for growth now than it is to make expensive changes down the road. Developing a custom web application is a significant investment, but with careful planning, it's an investment you can deliver substantial returns on for your business. At Westside Tech Solutions, I specialize in creating web apps that are not only functional, but also scalable and future-proof. If you're ready to discuss your project or just want to learn more about the process, definitely feel free to reach out. I'd love to help turn your vision into a reality. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please let me know. See you next time.